Welcome to Boca Raton, Florida, home of the APP Masters. It's here we finish the 2021 APP Tour season and where we start the 2022 USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Don't miss a minute of the action as we bring you amazing matches featuring the best players in the world. The APP Masters is brought to you by Original Penguin by Munsingware, Head Pickleball, Rockin' Protein, Palm Beach County Sports Commission, OS First, Papico Sports, Paddletech, Consumer Cellular, and Franklin Pickleball.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our live coverage here on Championship Court number 2 here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament at Patch Reef Tennis and Pickleball Center. I am Lauren McLaughlin, flying solo today here on Championship Court 2. We are starting our day with a Senior Pro mixed doubles match. Our men's and women's doubles are happening in the pro division, but in the senior pro division, it is mixed doubles day today. So we are kicking off with Eva Welscher and Scott Moore, who are taking on Marius Mitrofan and Karina De Vera. Scott Moore and Eva Welscher will start on the near end of the court. Mitrofan and De Vera will be on the far end. Trish Stewart will be our USA Pickleball certified referee for this match. Eva Welscher is going to kick us off, serving here in game number 1 right now. Nice dig there from Mitrofan to start off, but he is not able to keep that in the court ultimately. A little miss hit there off of the top of Karina De Vera's paddle on that overhead attempt. That's going to go long. Ball sails to the adjoining court. I, of course, am back with my crew, Spencer Laurent and Mitch, who ran the production in Mesa last weekend, and now we're rocking Championship Court 2 here at the Masters. One, two, two. Scott Moore using that length. Ooh, Marius Mitrofan guesses right, almost gets that brutal last shot from Scott Moore, but seals the deal. Eva Welscher and Scott Moore, longtime mixed doubles partner here in the senior pro bracket. They are our number 1 seeded team here today for senior pro mixed doubles. Mitrofan and De Vera, the number 16 seed. Welscher and Moore up 3-1. Just a little short there from Welsher. We, of course, were delayed today because of some rain overnight and this morning. So all of our brackets got moved back here today. So all of our pro divisions are just kicking off here this morning. Good call there from Scott Moore, communicating nice and loudly with his partner Eva Welsher to let that ball sail long. We are good so far here currently with the rain, but there is some rain in the forecast for this afternoon here in Boca Raton, Florida, so we will definitely keep you at home apprised of the weather situation here if we have any delays later today. Nice spot there from Mitrofan, going in that back corner behind Scott Moore. Wide from Welsher. Nice lofting serve though from her as she mixes it up a little on that serve. We talk about that a lot. Sometimes it's good to mix up the type of serve that you use. Give your opponents something else to look for. Four different paddles represented here today as well. Welsher playing with the Engage paddle, Scott Moore with a Paddle Tech, Mitrofan with Selkirk, and De Vera with an Onyx. Nice job by De Vera. She is the shortest player on court right now, but Scott Moore left that ball just a little too high, and she took advantage, attacking that ball out of the air right into Welsher's body. Oh, lob there from Mitrofan. Moore is there to get it. Nice switch between him and Welsher. Welsher tries to go down that sideline. Just left it a little too close. One for one. Scott Moore wisely tells Welsher he is going to take that overhead. And I just realized Eva Welsher's skirt has martini glasses on it. I love it. Good hands there from Scott Moore. Let's see. Set up that attack in motion, several shots previous with the speed up. There's that lofting serve again. Welsher takes a couple steps back off that kitchen line to get that dink. Leaves it a little short as a result. Nice coverage there in the middle from Welsher with that two-handed backhand as Mitrofan tried to go up that middle. That gap closed very quickly though, and Welsher and Moore keep slowly adding to that scoreboard, now up 5-2 here in game 1. Scott Moore comes over across in front of Eva Welsher to get that final shot, but Eva Welsher with the nice hands, with the speed up to her to keep that ball in play. Welsher and Moore had a bye in their first round, so this is their first match of the day. While De Vera and Mitrofan took down Harris and Joshnegg in their first round, 12-10, 11-5, so a close match. A very large mixed senior pro bracket here today, so a lot of work for these teams. De Vera and Mitrofan get within 1 now. Mitrofan and De Vera seem to be the team that's looking to speed up that ball, start the attacks. I'd like to see Welsher and Moore be a little more aggressive. I think they certainly have the talent, the height in Scott Moore, the quick hands in Eva Welsher to be able to get that done. Perhaps it would help them pull away a little here. Both Welsher and Moore have left a couple of those shots short, especially on that third shot drop. This is, of course, their first match of the day. Might still be warming up a little here. Really nicely executed rally there from Moore and Welsher. I think all of us know that first match of the day sometimes can take just a little bit to get going and find a groove. Looks like Moore and Welsher perhaps have finally found that here. Nice dig there from Moore and Welsher. Oh, and a lob perfectly placed. Oh, Moore and Welsher. What a rally all around. Great get from De Vera on that beautiful cross-court lob from Welsher. Gets there, keeps it under control, gets her and Mitrofan back in that rally, and then throw up their own lob, which a little miscommunication about who was going to go for that drop that Mitrofan put just over the net. Nice attack there from Mitrofan, coming over across that middle in front of De Vera. That's what you'll see so often in mixed at the pro level and the senior pro level. The male player always looking to kind of be aggressive in that middle, make himself imposing, looking to take those balls just like that out of the air if they can. Mitrofan sends that a little bit long, but good thought. He has been successful doing that so far here in game one. All right, a slight serving confusion, but of course they ask our referee, Trish Stewart, if they are in the correct position and correct server, so they get that figured out before there's any error. Oh, nice get from Mitrofan. Mitrofan has been throwing up quite a few short lobs to Eva Welsher. I'm sure he is not meaning to leave those so short. Eva Welsher, of course, not the tallest lady on tour, so she's able to take those out of the air. So Mitrofan has not had success doing that the last couple attempts. And now we see a switch between Mitrofan and De Vera. They've switched sides now on their stacking, putting the ladies head to head. We'll see if they stay there, end up switching. And they do stay. I think they decided on that switch up after Mitrofan had a couple of those failed lobbed attempts. Oh, nice backhand ATP there from Scott Moore. Karina De Vera and Marius Mitrofan have just been playing so well this first game. Such quick hands, good gets, but they just have not been able to quite overtake Moore and Welsher on the scoreboard here. There's a nice lob from Welsher over De Vera. Good get, though, from Mitrofan. And everybody back at that kitchen line. Wow, nice rally. Welsher tries to get Mitrofan down that sideline and then pulls that cross-court attack. Really nicely done from De Vera on that replay. Saw there going behind Scott Moore. Beautifully placed. Moore leaves that just a little too high. Mitrofan easily can come up, attack that ball out of the air. Stays nice and calm, though. Places it exactly where he wants to. 6-9-1. Nice deep serve there from De Vera. Wow, really nice defense from De Vera and Mitrofan on that. Scott Moore and Eva Welsher both getting in there with a couple overheads of their own, trying to finally get that side out, which they do. And we're going to have a timeout here called by De Vera and Mitrofan. First timeout we've seen so far in this game one. This is a second round matchup here in our Senior Pro mixed doubles bracket. Our Open Pro division is playing men's and women's doubles today. And then they will have their mixed doubles bracket tomorrow, while our senior pros will play their men's and women's tomorrow. Again, Lauren McLaughlin here on championship court number 2 at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament, our season-ending tournament for our 2021 APP Tour. Beautiful venue here at Patch Reef Tennis and Pickleball Center. You can see lots of courts going, lots of players, over 1,000 players here today at our tournament. Back from our timeout, Scott Moore will take over serving. Attempts a one-handed spin serve and sails it a little wide, so Eva Welscher will take over 9-6-2. Oh, Karina De Vera a little frustrated with herself. She did probably have an ATP opportunity, didn't quite wait for it or have that as the first thought in her mind there, so she tries to go cross court, but that ball was so wide, puts it in the net, and a game point here for Eva Welscher and Scott Moore. And again, Mitrofan with a bit of a short lob attempt there. And game 1 going to Eva Welscher and Scott Moore, 11-6. We will take a short break here on championship court number 2, and I will be back with you for game 2 right after this.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome back to the action. Lauren McLaughlin here with game 2 kicking off in our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles bracket. We have Eva Welscher and Scott Moore on the far end, Marius Mitrofan and Karina De Vera on the near end. Welscher and Moore, our number 1 seeded team here in Mixed Pro Doubles. They took game 1, 11-6. De Vera and Mitrofan put up a great fight, though, just not able to get those points on the scoreboard. Let's see if game number 2 will be a different story. Eva Welscher, a couple good resets there as Mitrofan tried to keep her back in that court. Finally Force the error from her. Nice effort there from DeVera, but that ball right on that sideline, and she's right on top of it. See a look of disappointment as she realizes that ball is going to be in. Here's Scott Moore echoing good shot there. 1-1-1 as we get into game 2. Marius Mitrofan again, he seems extremely committed to that lob attempt. He's lobbing very close to the baseline and very short. I would really like to see him, if he can't effectively use that lob, to stop doing it. I think most people will say the most effective lob is going to be at the kitchen line when your opponents are also up at the kitchen line into that back court. Not very often from the baseline is a lob going to be successful. Nice gets from DeVera. Yes, so I see your question on YouTube, which I am watching the stream. The senior women's doubles will be streamed tomorrow. I'm not sure how many of those matches, but we will definitely have some of those matches here on Championship Court 2 tomorrow. And then we will have the medal matches for our senior pro divisions on Championship Court number 1, as they are playing all the way through their divisions here today, while our Open Pro divisions will play their medal matches on Medal Match Sunday. So we will definitely have some of the men's and women's senior pro matches tomorrow for you guys at home. Again, a lot of people ask, the senior pro division starts at 50. So once you hit 50, you are able to play in this senior pro division. A little long. Karina DeVera playing like a 40-year-old out there. Just so quick, able to move so well on the court. Maybe even 35. All right. There's a slightly more successful lob attempt there from Mitrofan at that kitchen line. Oh, Mitrofan almost dumps that into the net as he kind of has that forehand out to the side overhead, but ekes it over. DeVera and Mitrofan out in front here in game 2, looking to force that game 3 tiebreaker. Scott Moore with a hook overhead there. DeVera not quite able to handle that. That also clips the net, but that one sails wide. Mitrovan has to reach quite a ways out in front of him as he attempts that lob. And doesn't have as much control over it as he would like, so sends that long. Serve just wide, so Eva Welsher takes over here. Looking to tie it up here in game 2. Combined effort there from Mitrovan and De Vera in the middle, putting that ball away and getting themselves the side out, hanging on to that 1-point lead here in game 2. Nice pickup from De Vera. Oh, an unfortunate miscommunication there, but look at that pickup from De Vera there from the overhead. Moore goes with the angle, but Mitrovan's there, and then almost that collision between De Vera and Mitrovan as they go for that last shot. Both of them pull back so they don't crash into each other. Unfortunate after some really amazing defense from both of them. Brad, an excellent question. I'm going to say never will you get to see me play because I will never be at the pro level and certainly not live streamed pro level. So unfortunately, you'll have to settle for listening to me, I guess. Welsher and Moore tie it up here in game 2. Even Welsher, the big aggressive last shot to get that tie. Again, it's always a bit of a gamble when you see Welsher was kept back on that baseline by those aggressive shots, not able to come up to that kitchen, but Scott Moore was at the kitchen on the opposite side, and Mitrovan was able to pull that ball and attack him, catch him off guard. So always a bit of a gamble when you leave that one partner at the kitchen line while the other is kind of pinned at the baseline. Five, 4, 1. Again, the lob from the baseline from Mitrovan. I just would like to never see that. And yes, for everyone asking, our red carpet event and player award banquet from last night is available to see on YouTube. We have that link on the APP Tour Facebook page. So if you go to the APP Tour Facebook page, you'll see the link from last night to be able to find that YouTube video. If you weren't able to join us last night live or online, we had a really great time, great turnout. Everyone dressed to the nines and looked amazing. So a super fun event. Really excited to have more of those this year. Eva Welsher with the big come on there after a nice hands battle there. Again, Karina De Vera, just such quick hands, quick on the court. Good effort there from Moore and good switch with Welsher. Little I formation there from Mitrovan and De Vera. Welsher lets that lob drop. Ooh, that's going to be good, but more is there. And that's going to go long from Welsher. A lot of lobbing going on here this match. I would say majority of it unsuccessful. Strategies like that, a little more successful, trying to speed that up, attack when you can, and get that pop-up so you can put that next ball away. Very close score here in game 2, which happened in game 1 as well, but Welsher and Moore pulled away slowly and efficiently in game 1. We'll see if they are able to do the same here in game 2, looking to close out this match in 2 games and not let De Vera and Mitrofan force a 3rd game here in this match. Seven, 6-2. Nice job by Welsher on that defense. De Vera gets herself quickly back up to that line. Nice defense by De Vera in the middle of that rally to keep them alive. Really nice movement there on that dink rally, and then De Vera attacks that ball. Able to put it away there on that sideline. Sevens, De Vera and Mitrofan. Again, looking to force that game 3. A little too high on that dig there from De Vera. Gives the very tall Scott Moore an easy put away. Mitrofan gets kind of caught in that transition zone. Tries to reset that ball, leaves it a little high, and Eva Welsher changes it up, attacks De Vera, who wasn't quite ready. nice hit there. Haven't seen too many of those out of Devera. She's been very steady, gotten a lot of balls back. That serves wide from Devera and a side out. Couple side outs here on both sides. Both teams stuck at 7. Both teams looking to break off. Wow. Excellent lob there from Marius Mitrofan. Finally at the kitchen line. Gets it high up and over Welsher. She's got to let it go. And by the time she realizes it's too high to take out of the air, she's let it go behind her and she cannot get back to it. All right, Welsher and Moore 3 points away from closing out this match. Devera and Mitrofan have done an excellent job here in game 2, holding them, not letting them break away, but right on that baseline with the serve from Welsher. Perfect serve. This is the first time they've pulled away here in game 2, I guess saving the best for last. They will have a match point here when we return from this timeout taken by Devera and Mitrofan, who have done an excellent job this match. Looked like they had a chance at that game 3. They still do if they can get the stop here coming out of the timeout. Just kind of had a couple errors these last couple rallies that have let Welsher and Moore pull away at the final hour. Can they close it out here?
What timeout remaining? Servers, you have 2.
They are on second server. So Devera and Mitrofan just need one stop here. Try and get that ball back. And Moore sends that long. After looked like they had a chance to close it out there, but a good stop inside out for Devera and Mitrofan. They now need to put a few points on the board here. Nice attack there in the middle from Scott Moore, making himself big, being aggressive. Haven't seen too much of that level of aggression from him in this matchup, but he definitely senses the end is near, wants to close out this match, and got nice and big there in the center. Third match point attempt here. Oh, Welsher goes for that back corner with the lob, almost gets it, but Devera and Mitrofan breathe a sigh of relief. They are still alive here in this matchup. Need to capitalize on this serve, though. Eva Welsher reaching a little too far into the kitchen there and tries to change up the angle of that ball. Very difficult to do. Ends up putting that in the net. De Vera just not quite able to get there. Really nice job by Scott Moore. Pushing her back and then dropping that volley right over the net. Good effort there from De Vera and Mitrofan, but 2 more match point opportunities here. 4 and 5. Let's see if Welsher and Moore need them both. Oh, Welsher goes for the ATP. Oh, wow. Welsher sets off that chain of events with that ATP. Mitrofan pops it up a little. Scott Moore thought it was coming back. He wasn't going to be able to get there, but they finally get the job done on the 4th match point attempt. Excellent effort, though, from Karina De Vera and Marius Mitrofan. They will drop to our consolation bracket. We'll have a long battle to get back to our bronze medal match in this very deep, very talented senior pro mixed doubles bracket. But don't go anywhere. We'll take a short break here on Championship Court number 2. Lauren McLaughlin here. I will be back with our next, I believe, men's pro doubles match coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
So ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about Next Gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
There's a gentler side of Florida, just waiting for you to discover it, where America's first resort destination was built and genuine hospitality began. A place with cleaner sands, warmer waters, and fewer crowds. A place different than the rest, one that exceeds, excels, and surpasses all expectation, waiting here just for you. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome to Boca Raton, Florida, home of the APP Masters. It's here we finish the 2021 APP Tour season and where we start the 2022 USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Don't miss a minute of the action as we bring you amazing matches featuring the best players in the world. The APP Masters is brought to you by Original Penguin by Munsingware, Head Pickleball, Rockin' Protein, Palm Beach County Sports Commission, OS First, Papico Sports, Paddle Tech, Consumer Cellular, and Franklin Pickleball.
Welcome back, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin here on Championship Court number 2 here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament. We have a men's pro doubles match coming up right now. Zane Navratil and Althoff Merchant will be taking on Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane. This is going to be the first match of the day for Navratil and Merchant. Eastwood and Mullane have played one match here today, which they were victorious in. They are our number 13 seeded team here today, while Navratil and Merchant the number 4 seed. Navratil, of course, from the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, while Althoff Merchant is in Kentucky. Althoff Merchant joking around last night at our player banquet that he has just a couple years left before he is going to dominate on that senior pro tour. I think Lee Whitwell has already scooped him up. Althoff Merchant will start us off serving with Navratil on the near end. Chris Eastwood is in the white on the far end. Tim Mullane in the blue, both from Cumming, Georgia. Eastwood, 27 years old, while Mullane is 38. Again, Lauren McLaughlin here bringing you all the action here on Championship Court number 2. We'll be switching over to ESPN Plus later this afternoon, I believe around 4 p.m. It got moved back a little bit because of the rain delay this morning, so we'll keep you guys apprised of that. So we'll just be streaming on Championship Court 2 here today for a few hours, bringing you some great matches. Andy Jones is our USA Pickleball certified referee for this match. Nice get there from Eastwood. Of course, Althoff Merchant is a lefty, so you'll see him and Navratil stack with Merchant on that right side, so you have the two forehands in the middle. And Chris Eastwood, also a lefty, so you'll see him, I imagine, on the right side almost exclusively as well. A little high there from Navratil. Eastwood and Mullane, both very tall players. I would guess certainly in the 6'3" range. So both of them are going to have the ability to attack those balls out of the air, use that length to their advantage. Nice, easy Ernie there for Eastwood as Navratil leaves that a little close to that sideline. Nice get there from Eastwood with that speed up from Merchant as he kind of pulls himself off the court. Navratil not able to cover for him. Oh, we see a switch up here. Lefty's going head on here. A little net cord there. Merchant is not able to recover. We're tied at 2s here in game 1. Nice speed up there from Mullane right into the body of Navratil. They are really taking advantage of their height and their length. Speeding up balls, attacking when they have it. I think this matchup, as it's kicking off here, Navratil and Merchant, this is their first match of the day, so they had a bye in their first round, while Eastwood and Mullane are warmed up from their first round win. So you definitely see them playing very confidently here. Certainly not intimidated by Navratil and Merchant, who clearly are the more well-known and accomplished players here in this match, but that's what's so great about pickleball. A lot of players we haven't seen before, and they certainly have the skills. Nice get there from Mullane. Quick hands from both of them. Puts that ball back behind Navratil, and he's not able to get there. And we have a timeout here from Navratil and Merchant as they're trailing 6-2 here in game 1. And I'm actually very interested to see Eastwood and Mullane's stacking strategy, if they have one. A lot of players that are not as experienced find stacking to be a little confusing. Takes a little bit of time to kind of get the hang of it. And I'm really surprised with Chris Eastwood in the white being a lefty that they aren't stacking him on that right side like you'll see Navratil and Merchant doing exclusively. They kind of seem to almost... Yeah, I'd be interested to know kind of what their strategy is, not having Eastwood on that right side with the two forehands in the middle, which you'll see usually when you have a lefty on your team. And again, you see Eastwood on that left side. I wonder if perhaps it's just inexperience with stacking a little bit, or not feeling comfortable, not making a mistake, as again, if you're not used to it, can be confusing and lead to some errors possibly on who's serving. But Navratil and Merchant having a little trouble getting going here in their first match of the day. I'd like to see Navratil and Merchant really slow this game down, really make Eastwood and Mullane dink up at the net, stop trying to speed it up, stop trying to attack, and just be much more patient. I think they might need to change something up here a little. See them in a dink rally. Now let's see if they can be patient. Let this play out. Again, Chris Eastwood on that left side as a lefty puts two backhands in the middle. I think that was a really great rally all around. I think Navratil and Merchant, that is what they need to do. I think they need to get into that patient dink rally and wait for the right moment to attack. Right now, Eastwood and Mullane with some really quick hands, though, able to handle that speed up when it comes. Oh, that stays in. Nicely done from Merchant. Good communication there from Navratil. And again, Navratil and Merchant, I have to assume, are very aware that Eastwood and Mullane are putting those two backhands in the middle, trying to dink to that middle. Another net cord, unfortunately for Navratil, as that ball clips the net and sails kind of up and over his paddle. He's not able to get anything on that. And Eastwood and Mullane 2 points away from taking this first game here. Again, Eastwood and Mullane very tall. They're able to attack that ball from a much easier position on their body than a shorter player would, where it might be a little low and a little tricky. So they are getting some really good attacks right at the body of both Navratil and Merchant, who have quite a hole to dig themselves out of right now here in this first game. Oof, Merchant goes for that ball out of the air instead of letting Navratil kind of cover it behind him, and he clips it just off the tip of his paddle. Does keep it in, but that just sets up a really easy put away for Tim Mullane. And 2 game point opportunities here. A little low there for Navratil to attack with that two-handed backhand. I think Navratil and Merchant just trying to push things a little too much here in game 1, but a well played game from Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane. We will take a short break here and be back with game 2 in this second round matchup here in our men's pro doubles division right after this.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Welcome back to Championship Court number 2. Lauren McLaughlin here with a Open Pro men's doubles bracket matchup. Zane Navratil and Althoff Merchant on the far end, taking on Chris Eastwood in the white on the near end and Tim Mullane in the blue. Mullane and Eastwood coming off a win in their first round matchup, taking game 1 11-2 over Navratil and Merchant, playing very well, speeding up the ball, quick hands. And as I mentioned, yes, they are both very tall. I did not get to ask them and or bust out the measuring stick, but I am definitely going to say with a lot of confidence 6'1" to 6'3" for both of them. All right, Navratil and Merchant coming out strong here in game 2. They clearly needed some things worked out from game 1. I'm sure they talked before this game kicked off. Needed to change some things pretty quickly here in game 2 if they want to get back in this match. Oh, nice angle there from Althoff Merchant. Keeps it out of the reach of Tim Mullane. Both Eastwood and Mullane from Cumming, Georgia. Eastwood 27, while Mullane is 38 years old. Again, Eastwood a lefty. On that left side, it doesn't seem like Eastwood and Mullane have a lot of purpose with how they're stacking. they might just be kind of playing straight up. Oh, that's gonna... Navratil thinking that ball hit Eastwood's shirt. Ooh, it was very, very Matrix-esque. That did go long, but looks like Eastwood agreeing that that touched his shirt when it went by. So that is a point for Navratil and Merchant. That's going to be just long. Good effort from Navratil to get back there to try and get that after it sails over Merchant's head. Nice hands from Merchant. A little stare down there from Merchant. Certainly you'll see some of those when he is feeling confident, which we're certainly seeing a little bit more of here from Navratil and Merchant. Up 5-0 here in game 2. Timeout here by Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane, as they are now trailing 6-0 here in game 2. Certainly seeing a much more confident Navratil and Merchant here in game 2 after really struggling in game 1. They did have a bye their first round, so this is their first match of the day. Navratil and Merchant definitely coming out playing much more the game we're used to seeing them play. It seems they've neutralized Eastwood and Mullane here in game 2, not allowing them to speed up the ball and control these rallies. Keeping the ball nice and low and unattackable. All right, back from our timeout. Navratil will continue serving. 6-0-2 here in game 2. And there is the speed up that Eastwood and Mullane are looking for. Attack, get that error from Merchant, who sails that ball long. See if they can capitalize here on their serve. Get a couple points on the board, but it's not going to happen on that shot. Leaves it up a little high. Navratil with an easy put away. And that serve goes long. Hands there from Navratil as that ball gets sped up at him. It's going to be just wide on that sideline as Tim Mullane trying to get Althoff pulled wide off the court. Just pushes it a little too close. 7-0-1. A little miss hit there from Navratil. Leaves that short. Good recovery there from Eastwood after that ball clips the net. And then Tim Mullane finishes the job with a shot directly at Merchant's body. We've seen that a lot from both Eastwood and Mullane. They want to speed that ball up right at the body of either Navratil or Merchant. Good setup there from Merchant with the Ernie. Gets the pop up for Navratil to put that away. Nice job there from Chris Eastwood. Navratil really kind of threatening in that middle, so he keeps him honest. Gets that ball back behind him. Forces that error. Navratil with the speed up at Tim Mullane. Clips the net though, throws him off just enough. 7-1-1. Tim Mullane gives Chris Eastwood a look like, ooh, I looked out on that one. Left it up a little high, but Merchant dumps that in the net. Eastwood and Mullane, I'd like to see them go back to the strategy that worked so well for them in game one, which was really going on the offensive as soon as possible. Use that height to their advantage. Attack balls that maybe wouldn't be as attackable for a shorter player. Definitely playing a little more hesitantly here in game two as Navratil and Merchant kind of came out hot. You can see Navratil pushed Eastwood off that kitchen line for that dink. Instead of keeping tight to that line, taking that air out of the ball, chooses to taking that air out of the ball. Taking that ball out of the air. Ooh, good pickup. Yes, that is what I want to see right there from Chris Eastwood. Reaching out, take that ball out of the air, speed it up, catch Navratil and Merchant off guard with that. Beautiful shot from that lefty with the forehand. Roll right down that sideline behind Merchant. Perfectly done. Almost hits Merchant with that as it goes by. He had no margin of error there down that sideline. It was so tight. Oh, good speed up there from Mullane. I think that was a good idea. It's worked for him a lot. I think it is still a good strategy, but Navratil just ready for it with really quick hands, able to kind of crouch down awkwardly to get that forehand mini overhead. Navratil taking up the whole court on that rally. Merchant actually takes a step off the court into that sort of Ernie position. Try and keep that covered while Merchant goes on the offense.
Please move your vehicle immediately. You are in danger of being towed. That's Toyota Avalon QSHY77.
We have a slight break here as our players are waiting for the announcements at the venue to conclude because they can't hear our referee say the score. So that's what that short delay was here right now. Oh. Did not know what was going on there. Very awkward ability to stay alive there in the middle of that rally. Frustration there from Navratil as he leaves that short. 9-2-2. Nice job from Chris Eastwood there, threatening the Ernie on his forehand side. All right, we have a timeout here. I'm honestly not sure who called that timeout. We are seeing a lot of offensive timeouts taken. Oh, I see Andrea Coop, Simone Jorgin over there getting ready to play. Looks like I'm not sure who they are chatting with, but we will hopefully be seeing Simone later today. As her and partner Andrea Coop work their way through our women's pro doubles bracket. All right, so that timeout was indeed an offensive timeout taken by Eastwood and Mullane. I think maybe to strategize on how they can get back in to this second game. Again, Mullane tries that speed up flick to Navratil's upper body, but he's there and able to handle it. I think he's kind of caught on a little bit to expect that perhaps coming from Tim Mullane, so he's a little more ready now for those speed ups. 9-2-1, Navratil and Merchant looking to force this to a game 3. And now they are on game point with the opportunity to do just that. And Merchant with the big forehand attack gets the job done. So we have a score reversal here in game 2. Navratil and Merchant taking it 11-2 over Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane. So game 3 of this matchup coming up right after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome back. Andy Jones, our USA Pickleball Certified referee, kicks us off into Game 3 of the second round matchup here in our Men's Pro Doubles division. Zane Navratil and Althoff Merchant on the near end. Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane on the far end. Eastwood in the white, Mullane in the blue. Beautiful shot there. Nice top spin from Navratil. Keeps that right in the back of the court. Navratil and Merchant really struggled here in Game 1 of this match. It was their first match of the day after a bye in their first round, losing 11-2 to Eastwood and Mullane. But definitely adjusted their strategy going into Game 2, played more their style and game they wanted to play. Winning Game 2, 11-2, and now we kick off into Game 3. We'll switch ends at 6. Nice big forehands and a massive overhead from Navratil. Navratil leaves that a little high and is expecting the speed up, so you'll see him take that step or two off the kitchen line and give himself just a little more time to react. He does so with that two-handed backhand. Nice pickup. Oh, nice D. Oh, Eastwood and Mullane do such a great job getting back into that rally, playing some really great defense, and then, of course, the quote-unquote easy shot at the end gets dumped into the net. Oh, Navratil goes for the speed up. Once again clipping Chris Eastwood in the body. Making it 3-0-1 here in Game 3. Mullane tries to switch up that dink and go straight up with Althoff Merchant. Can be very difficult to change from that cross court to the straight up dink, especially keeping it low. Ooh, oh. Althoff Merchant. Some good defense there. But we have a foot fault call as he is scrambling all over. Does indeed get that left foot well over that kitchen line in that exchange, so good call from our referee, Andy Jones. A lot of dinking to the middle from both Merchant and Navratil. Oh, that one goes just long. Navratil asks Andy Jones if she saw it. She did not have a good enough view. So the call will stand as out, 0-4-1. Really nice patience on all four players' sides. Navratil finally speeds that ball up, gets the error from Chris Eastwood. Ooh, that net clip saves Althoff. Really nice job there from Eastwood and Mullane. I'd love to see more of that from them. Choosing that right moment to attack. Try and get that pop-up. Two really tall guys with some big overheads. Just need a ball high enough to attack and put away. Oh, he gets it. Merchant thought that point was over. Merchant thought that was done. He thought he had a winner right there. And then it comes back. And Navratil actually able to get there, but that is why don't celebrate too early, folks. The point is not over until it's over. You might think you've hit a winner, but always expect that ball to come back. Always. Beautiful spot there. Left-hand flick right up the middle from Navratil. Just really good placement there. Didn't put too much on it. Oh, what a beautiful ATP there from Navratil. He did not have a lot of room to work with. That didn't go very wide. He had to wait right till the last second, kind of slices that right past that kitchen line. Oh, that ball might have floated long. Merchant tried to call off Navratil, but he was just so ready and on top of that ball, ready to hit it. There was no pulling back, so Navratil and Merchant get to that 6th point first here in Game 3 of this second round matchup here in men's pro doubles. So we will have an end change. Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane will finish out this match on the near end. Merchant and Navratil on the far end. Navratil and Merchant have been able to really kind of control these rallies and points. forcing Eastwood and Mullane into some extended dink rallies, where in game one specifically, there was not a lot of dinking. Eastwood and Mullane attacking everything, speeding things up very quickly, which put them in the driver's seat. And now Navertil and Merchant have really neutralized that. Let's see if they can capture a little bit of that strategy back here in this third game. So far it looks like oh, nice hands. Looks like they are perhaps okay with being in these dink rallies a little bit, settled in a little bit more. Just trying to find the right opportunity to attack. Really nice recognition there from Navertil on that Ernie. Jump in that corner. Nice, easy put away. Didn't have to hit it too hard, just in the right place at the right time. 7-2-2. Mullane having a good time out there, letting Navertil know that he would have got it, even if he hadn't have hit that net. Nice spot there, right at Tim Mullane's feet from the one-handed backhand from Navertil. Mullane leaves that just a little too high. Navertil gets nice roll there. Good pressure there from Navertil and Merchant, kind of both on that side of the court, really making Tim Mullane feel the pressure of keeping the ball away from them. Good recovery off that net cord from Chris Eastwood. A little short on that third shot drop from Eastwood. We have a ball rolling over from our adjacent court. Nice job by Navertil getting out of the way of that shot. Mullane tried to clip him a little bit, but sails that long. And Navertil and Merchant 2 points away from taking this match. Match point here for Navratil and Merchant. And Tim Mullane goes for the attack but clips that net and drops just wide, so really valiant effort by Chris Eastwood and Tim Mullane. They'll drop to our consolation bracket, and our number 4 seeded team, Navratil and Merchant, move on here in the winner bracket. We will take a short break here on championship court number 2. I will be on court for a little talk with Navratil and Merchant as they move on today, and then we will be back with more pickleball action here on Championship Court 2 at the APP Boca Raton Masters right after this.
Welcome to Boca Raton, Florida, home of the APP Masters. It's here we finish the 2021 APP Tour season and where we start the 2022 USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Don't miss a minute of the action as we bring you amazing matches featuring the best players in the world. The APP Masters is brought to you by Original Penguin by Munsingware, Head Pickleball, Rockin' Protein, Palm Beach County Sports Commission, OS First, Papaco Sports, Paddletech, Consumer Cellular, and Franklin Pickleball.
New People Pickleball.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. Till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Welcome back, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin here on court with Zane Navratil and Altaf Merchant, who I think need no introduction, really. All right, game 1. This was your first match. You had to bye the first round. What happened there in game 1?
They played well. I mean, it's never easy coming off of a bye. You try to do whatever you can to get warm and whatnot, but you can never really simulate in-match type of deal. So they played really well. We came out without enough energy. Altaf didn't have any hip thrusts in game 1, and I blame that as the reason for our loss. So
just in game 1.
Just in game 1.
It's true. It's true.
No hip thrust, no grunting. Zane's agent, Josh Friedman, is right here, Zane's agent. And so I was trying to impress him because I'm like, I need some free product. So I was so tight, so nervous. I was just trying to impress the guy. And then in the second game, I'm like, if I don't win, I don't get free product. So I had to step it up.
Yeah, you can use this as your opportunity to mention Babolat shoes. I'll use it as mine to mention Wilson shoes. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah, you know, I should have tied the shoelaces earlier.
Month quota.
I'm just like, you guys are crazy.
No,
guys are crazy.
actually, those guys play really well, and it's always tough for me to play a lefty. And then a lefty standing in front of me. I mean, he burned me 3-4 times on the down line because I was just having a hard time reading it. So incredible. You know, they played well. They played smart. Good hands. I mean, I don't think I won a single hands battle. So I was completely dominated in game one. And Zane really carried me and lifted me up. And I think that 1-2-0 point where we hit. And they were really generous, and that was a big turning point because I think if they get a side out, it's still close, but 3-0, and we kind of ran with it. So,
Absolutely. And of course, those guys are two really tall guys, a lot of length, especially in that first game. They were just kind of in control, attacking a lot. What did you guys talk about specifically going into game two that you guys needed to fix?
Just be better. I mean, we didn't execute the way that we wanted. We had some good opportunities, and we just missed some putaways, popped up some dinks. I mean, it really just came down to a little bit of execution. I don't think we even had a strategy talk too much. We just needed to play a little better, and the strategy was energy from the beginning. That was the only difference that we needed to have.
All right, well, congrats, guys. You got it done. You're moving on today. Good luck as you continue on your quest for the podium. And we'll be back right after this with a Senior Pro Mixed Doubles match. Don't go anywhere.
PT Pro Team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
New People Pickleball.
So ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball. I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
Go again until you strike just right. Until the ball sings. Until the other guy blinks. Until the court's clear and the sun sets. Until you see it in your sleep and wake up swinging. Go again. Till you can't miss. Until you can't lose. Go again and again.
Welcome back, everyone, to the APP Tour Boca Raton Masters Tournament, the season-ending tournament for our 2021 APP Tour. We have our quarterfinal Senior Pro Mixed Doubles match coming up right now. We have Dave Weinbach and Natalie Bagby taking on Mircea Murariu and Julie Johnson. The winner of this will face off in the semifinals against the winner of Teresa Tarn and Bob White versus Angela Simon and Dan Granat. So again, this is a quarterfinal matchup here in our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles bracket. Dave Weinbach and Natalie Bagby on the far end to start us off. Mircea Murariu and Julie Johnson on the near end. Chris Galan is our USA Pickleball certified referee for this match and maker of delicious breakfast energy bars that she made for me for this tournament. So an extra shout out to Chris Galan. And we're off and running here in game one. Again, two lefties. There are a lot of lefties here so far today. Both of our ladies are lefties here, Julie Johnson and Natalie Bagby. Dave Weinbach, nice poach there across the middle. Gonna see, I think, a lot of movement, poaching, trying to be imposing out of Weinbach this match, as we often do. We'll see if Mircea Murariu can match that, be equally aggressive on the other side. Oh, looks like he answered that question for me right out of the gate. Going for a Burt there. Jump in that kitchen corner in front of his partner, Johnson. A little wide there as Julie Johnson goes for that cross-court drop. Johnson just hesitated a little bit, kind of coming up to that kitchen. Just needed to be half a step quicker. Johnson and Murariu are number 2 seeded team here today in Senior Pro Mixed Doubles, while Bagby and Weinbach the number 6 seed. It's going to be just wide down that line from Weinbach on that third shot drop attempt. This time wide on the third shot drive. Oh, Bagby slices that ball, catches the net, but drops it right over. Johnson not able to get to it at all. Seems like Johnson specifically feeling the pressure early here to get those drops really close to those sidelines. And again, we're going to see Weinbach being very aggressive like you just saw on that rally. So Murario and Johnson are going to have to keep that ball low and unattackable and away from Weinbach as much as they can. Oh, Murario with a little net roll of his own. Bagby saves Murario early on, hitting an out ball, but then Johnson and Murario just not able to get back in that rally, fending off overheads. But Johnson and Murario on the board here. Johnson tries to go down that sideline behind Weinbach, again leaving it just a little wide. I'd like to see Murario be a little more aggressive. I felt like he could have come over and poached that ball that was left over in front of Johnson, dropped in there. We'll see, we have a timeout here from Johnson and Murario. Let's see if they're gonna chat over there on the sideline, make some adjustments here, as they're currently trailing 5-1. Definitely see they're talking about a lot over there, while Weinbach and Bagby talking briefly, but their strategy seems to be working for them here in game one. Johnson throwing up the lob. Nice get though from Bagby. Weinbach, I think, played an out ball there from Johnson in the middle of that rally to keep it going. And Johnson and Murario able to capitalize and come out on top there. Ooh, Johnson drops that right on that baseline, and Weinbach able to recover, but then a nice recognition that he is pushed way back, and Johnson, a little drop volley over the net. Weinbach can't get to it. And a quick side out. Ooh, there. Oh, we got a foot fault on Marario there. Really like the attack from him. I like the poach. I like the idea. Almost got it. Just got a little too close to that kitchen line. Wasn't able to stay out of it. I would definitely like to see more plays like that. All right, Julie Johnson. Oh, really good defense there from Julie Johnson. Fighting to stay in that rally. See the ladies doing a lot of the heavy lifting here in this matchup. Both of the guys just eagerly bouncing around looking for their opportunity to attack and get in these rallies. Okay, I apologize. I missed the call that just happened. I'm not sure if it was an out call or a foot fault. Nice earning there from Julie Johnson. Really nicely done. Keeping off those kitchen lines. Bagby recognizes that Marario commits just a little too early to that potential poach opportunity, and she easily puts that ball in the open court behind him. Oh, Weinbach taking over here. (7-1-1) Weinbach and Bagby up pretty significantly here in this first game, but another Burt there from Marario getting very aggressive, taking over there on that rally. I think that from Marario will be key here if he and Johnson want to get back in this match, but he has to be able to do it at the right time and execute it properly. Nice movement there from Marario, kind of duking out Bagby there. I think she probably changed her mind about whether or not to try and go behind him or continue that cross-court dink. And it just takes just that split second of indecision to throw off your next shot. Right now, Weinbach definitely being more successful with trying to attack those balls, insert himself into these rallies, take over whenever he has the opportunity. Oh, we actually... That would have been a short serve regardless, but we had a serving error out of Johnson and Marario. We see that every so often with them, again, stacking can be very confusing, and even when you've been doing it a really long time, sometimes when you're moving around during a rally, you can get just a little confused, which we saw there between Johnson and Marario. Bagby leaves that up a little high. Marario able to take advantage of that. Again, Ladies doing these cross-court dink battles, trying to keep it out of the reach of the men, forces them to really go sharp-angled to those sidelines, and we've seen Julie Johnson push a little of those wide. Interesting, Bagby and Weinbach have mixed it up a couple times here, putting Bagby on that left side, which I'm not sure if that's on purpose or if Weinbach just kind of is taking both sides and Bagby's a little confused about which side to go on. As a lefty, you would expect, and we have seen that Bagby pretty much exclusively on that right side, but nice shot there from Marariu. Floats that down the sideline of that back corner. Doesn't put too much on it, keeps it in the court. 3-7-2. See Julie Johnson working that backhand dink while Bagby, you'll see her about half the time running around to take that cross-court dink on her forehand versus backhand. Weinbach comes over in front of Bagby, take that shot, tries to do a similar shot to Marariu previously, float that into that back corner, but gets under it a little too aggressively, sails that long. Nice attack there from Johnson. Puts that nice and low right off of Weinbach's paddle. He's able to get a paddle on it, but because he is so low, that ball's just going to naturally pop up and over the net and sail long. And a timeout here from Bagby and Weinbach as their big lead has slipped away here in game one, now just trailing by 2. Johnson and Marariu looking to get back in this first game, and it looks like they are on their way to doing so right now. It seems like they made those adjustments that they needed to do, and they're playing catch up here. Definitely gaining a little momentum now, though, in this first game of this quarterfinal matchup here in our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles division. All right, Marariu will have the serve coming out of the timeout. 5-7-2. Again, you're seeing Bagby really, wow, oh my gosh. Oh, we have a foot fault on Johnson? I didn't even see her coming. Oh, the foot fault's on Marariu on the Burt attempt. But what an effort from both ladies, as I thought that rally was still going as well, but foot fault on Marariu. Nice lob there from Johnson, gets it in that back corner. Oh, I'm really surprised she went to Weinbach. After Bagby returns that, Bagby's in that back corner. I really think Johnson should have tried to keep her back. Certainly, probably a mistake to have dinked to Weinbach. A little mix-up there between Weinbach and Bagby about who was taking that ball. 9-5-2. First game point here for Bagby and Weinbach. Nice drop volley there from Marario. Weinbach attempted to yell Bagby up to get that ball, but just no way she was getting there. So a side out. Johnson and Marario looking to make a run here. Again, Bagby, you see her seems to be not quite super comfortable with that backhand cross-court dink, so you do see her kind of backing up to take that forehand. Oh, I thought Marario could have taken that out of the air. Oh, a little mix-up there. Might have been just out of his reach. Johnson and Marario thought that was the end of the game, but it was their serve. So not quite, but we do have their second and final timeout called, as they are going to be staring down the second and third game point opportunities from Bagby and Weinbach, looking to close out this first game here in this quarterfinal matchup. Again, Lauren McLaughlin here on Championship Court number 2. Thank you so much for joining me on the USA Pickleball YouTube page. We will be live for another couple hours here on Championship Court 2 before we shut it down and head over exclusively to Championship Court number 1, which is also streaming right now. Then we'll be heading to ESPN Plus for the remaining matches of the day. Again, we will play through the medal matches in our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles bracket. However, our Pro Men's and Women's Doubles will play through the winner bracket final, and then the bronze and gold medal will be on Sunday, and that ball drops in the backcourt from Dave Weinbach. So they will take game 1, 11-6. We'll take a short break and be right back with game number 2 of this quarterfinal Senior Pro Mixed Doubles match right after this.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. Pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome back here to Championship Court number 2. Lauren McLaughlin courtside with you. Thank you so much for joining us here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament. Game number 2 underway right now in our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles quarterfinals. We have Julie Johnson and Mircea Marariu on the far end here for game number 2. Natalie Bagby and Dave Weinbach on the near end. Weinbach and Bagby taking game 1 11-6. Hoping to move to that semifinal match in 2 games. While Marariu and Johnson need to win this second game to force that game 3 tiebreaker if they want to head to the semifinals. Otherwise, a team will drop down into our consolation bracket. Oh, good get there from Marariu. Ooh, nice get there. Johnson leaves that up much too high. Weinbach able to attack that, but Marariu, you can see there, smiling at his good fortune getting that ball back. Nice shot up the middle there from Dave Weinbach. Catches that back line. You can notice a lot of times when the pros occasionally miss that dink into the net, if you look at where they are positioned on the court, a lot of times they're backed up off of that kitchen line. Oh, nice attempt there from Bagby. But again, if you'll notice, their feet a little off that kitchen line puts them in not an ideal position to be able to get those dinks back. That ball is called wide. Sail long from Johnson. Nice job by Johnson. Puts that ball right at Bagby's feet. Kind of forces her to stutter back and try and pick that up. Johnson again leaves that ball just a little too high. Struggling a little bit this match, keeping those balls low and unattackable, which is obviously crucial in a dink rally, keeping your opponent away from being able to attack those balls in the air. Again, Marariu leaves that up too high at Weinbach. Picks the right opportunity to attack that ball, but just hits it a little too flat, doesn't get over the top of it enough to make it dip down, so it sails long. Nice put away there from Murario. Again, both of the men playing are looking to be very aggressive, threatening those poaches, trying to get involved as much as possible. Again, Julie's able to push Bagby back up off that kitchen line just enough that it creates that angle that makes her put that ball into the net versus getting it over if she was just a little bit closer. That's exactly what both of these ladies are trying to do, is push each other back off that kitchen line to take these dinks and hopefully force that error. Four, 3-1. Good recovery off the net from Weinbach, and then Marari, who sails that ball long. Johnston and Marari, who definitely made the adjustments here in game 2. Bagby and Weinbach kind of ran away in game 1, forcing Johnson and Marari to have to catch up. Not this time, keeping it very close and taking the lead here and there while Weinbach and Bagby are trying to keep it even here. Definitely saw some confusion there. I think Weinbach thought there was a call or an error. Beautiful shot there from Bagby down that sideline as Barario just kind of watches it go by, hoping it's going to be wide. And Bagby and Weinbach looking to tie it up here. Avoid that game 3 tiebreaker. Block from Murario just wide, and it does indeed tie us up here at 5s. And I have gotten word from the tournament desk our upcoming match will be a women's doubles pro match, we have Megan Charity and Bobby Oshiro taking on Simone Jargin and Andrea Koop. That will be coming up next here on Championship Court number 2, so make sure and stay tuned following the conclusion of this Senior Pro Mixed Doubles quarterfinal matchup. Really nice ball there from Bagby down that sideline. And they take the lead here by 1. But Johnson and Marario hold them here to that 1-point lead. The good side out. Looks like both of our teams are kind of going to be jockeying back and forth here in the second game to see who comes out on top. Weinbach and Bagby looking to take the match with this second game, while Johnson and Marario need this to force that Game 3 tiebreaker. A little confusion again as Marario gets pulled off the court. Johnson tries to cover for him. He makes it back into the court on time, and a little confusion about who's taking that next shot. Good block there from Weinbach, managing to put a little downward angle on it instead of flat, keeping it in the court. Oh, Bagby, what a pickup from Bagby. Oh my goodness. Weinbach attacks Marario with the counterattack, and Bagby just manages to get her paddle in the right place. Keeps that ball in, and they are up 3 now here in the second game. Just a couple more left to go before they come out on top of this match. Let's see if Marario and Johnson, in their timeout here that they've taken, can gain a little control back. I see Simone Jargin talking with Jocelyn de Villiers over there as Simone is awaiting her first match of the day after a bye in their first round. And again, they will be playing here on Championship Court number 2 after the conclusion of this matchup. All right, Chris Galan. Brings us back into the action here. Natalie Bagby will continue serving here. Nice. Johnson again leaves it up just a little too high. Manages to get one back on that Dave Weinbach overhead, but that second one into the net. 9-5-1, 2 points away from heading to the semifinals. And an error there from Johnson on that cross-court dink puts them on match point. All right, and we will have the second final timeout here from Julie Johnson and Mircea Marario as they're going to try and strategize here, hope to hold off this match point from Bagby and Weinbach. They are still on their first serve when we come back from this timeout, so they'll have 2 opportunities at it. Murario and Johnson trailing by 5, so even if they are able to get this side out with 2 match points being fended off, they do have a lot of work still left to do if they want to take this second game to force that Game 3 tiebreaker. Right now, Weinbach and Bagby playing very confidently, seem poised to head into that semifinal match. All right, 10-5-1, Natalie Bagby. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there, but it's like Natalie Bagby just kind of lost that ball somehow. She is equally as confused as me as to why she wasn't able to get that ball. But second match point opportunity here. And a little ball left too high there. Weinbach sets up the pop-up off Murario's paddle long, and so Weinbach and Bagby move on to the semifinals here in 2 games, 11-6, 11-5 over Johnson and Murario, who are dropped to our consolation bracket and hope to fight their way back through a very deep, talented senior pro draw here today. We'll take a short break here on Championship Court number 2 at the APP Boca Raton Masters, and as I mentioned, we will be back with that women's pro doubles match coming up right after this.
Welcome to Boca Raton, Florida, home of the APP Masters. It's here we finish the 2021 APP Tour season and where we start the 2022 USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Don't miss a minute of the action as we bring you amazing matches featuring the best players in the world. The APP Masters is brought to you by Original Penguin by Munsingware, Head Pickleball, Rockin' Protein, Palm Beach County Sports Commission, OS First, Papico Sports, Paddle Tech, Consumer Cellular, and Franklin Pickleball.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Ben.
Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
There's a gentler side of Florida, just waiting for you to discover it, where America's first resort destination was built and genuine hospitality began. A place with cleaner sands, warmer waters, and fewer crowds. A place different than the rest, one that exceeds, excels, and surpasses all expectation, waiting here just for you. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches.
The HD Vive is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD Vive features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power. The HD Vive is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD Vive features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Welcome back to Championship Court number 2, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin here with our upcoming second round matchup here in our Women's Pro Doubles division. We have Andrea Koop and Simone Jargin on the far end. Coop in black, Jargine in the white. They are our number 1 seeded team here today in women's pro doubles. Megan Charity in the navy hat and Bobby Oshiro in the white hat on the near end, our number 8 seed. Ooh, and some big, quick action already here to start us off. Good pickup attempt there from Oshiro. Good leave there from Charity as that ball sails long. Bobby Oshiro, originally from Hawaii. Played tennis at Boise State in Idaho. Two, 1, 2. Simone Jargine, first tournament of her 2021 season, perhaps her final, as she announced her retirement from pickleball at the end of this year. Again, we'll see if it sticks. I know she was battling some injuries last year, and I'm sure the pickleball world would like to see her for a few more years, but of course has to make the best decision for herself and her family. Ooh, ball clips the net, gets a little past Jargine's feet, not quite able to pick that up. Ooh, Jargine goes for that speed up. That was definitely going long, but Oshiro, unfortunately, right in the way of that ball, takes it off the shoulder. Oshiro currently in the Plantation, Florida area now, 27 years old. As I mentioned, tennis player at Boise State, originally from Hawaii. Just long from Megan Charity, who is out of the Charlottesville, Virginia area, 31 years old. And we're going to have a timeout here called from Charity and Oshiro, as Coop and Georgine have caught fire here in game 1, pulling ahead now 7-2. Again, Simone Georgine, local to the Southwest Florida area, right around Naples, where she has her Pickleball Academy. Andrea Coop in the Grand Haven, Michigan area in Southwest Michigan. She is a lawyer by day, pickleballer by weekend. Not a lot of discussion happening between Coop and Georgine as they are out in front and in control here. While Oshiro and Charity talking a lot during this timeout about strategy. Oh, Georgine looks to speed that up. It's a little low. She kind of runs around that to try and take it with her forehand, but puts it in the net. Good reset there from Oshiro. Another one. Oh, that one's going to sail long out off the net cord. And I've got to see Megan Charity play a couple times now, but this is my first time seeing Bobby Oshiro play in person and being able to commentate on her play. Can definitely see she has some serious skills. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing her a lot more on the Pro Tour. Hopefully a big influx of pro women coming in to the game this year. Charity just underneath that ball, hits a little too flat, doesn't get on top of it and get any top spin to keep that down, so it sails long. I think that hit that back line. Oshiro asking Charity if that hit the line, and they unfortunately concur that it did. Oshiro handles that lob from Georgine, but then Georgine sets up perfectly that next shot to be able to be aggressive, and this will be a game point here for Coop and Georgine. Charity goes for that speed up with that two-handed backhand up the middle, but again, just a little low and flat, so it goes in the net. And game 1 going to our number 1 seeded team, Simone Georgine and Andrea Coop. Final score of 11-4. We'll take a short break here on Championship Court number 2. We'll see if Charity and Oshiro can battle back here in game 2, make it a close race here in our second round matchup in women's pro doubles. Don't go anywhere. Coming up right after this.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
New People Pickleball.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Welcome back to the action. Game number 2 underway here in our second round women's pro doubles matchup. We have Bobby Oshiro in the white hat and Megan Charity in the navy hat on the far end. Simone Jargin in the white and Andrea Koop in the black on the near end. Jargin almost struggling there to return that serve. Koop being nice and aggressive there. Of course, she absolutely adores that two-handed backhand. Andrea Koop, a national champion tennis player at UCLA. Simone Jargin was the tennis coach at Michigan State. Where Catherine Parenteau played. Quick start again here for Koop and Jargin. Up 4-1 in game 2. Nice pickups from Jargin. Nice job. As I mentioned, Oshiro, a native of Hawaii, while Megan Charity is from South Africa. Played high-level junior tennis and eventually played on the European Pro Tennis Tour. Then accepted a tennis scholarship to Kentucky's Campbellsville University. So 4 very high-level college tennis players and a little professional thrown in there as well on this court currently between our 4 ladies. Coverage after the ATP from Koop. And there is a reason this is our #1 seeded team here today. Well done on all sides. lot of people are going to see what looks to be a very healthy, fit Simone Jardim here after some downtime. As players got a bit of a break over the holidays from pickleball, coming out fresh here in 2022. I think there's going to be a lot of chatter about whether or not Jardim is indeed going to stick to her retirement at the end of this year. And we'll see how it goes. It's going to be just long. And Sydney, thank you. I appreciate the trying to help me with Simone's last name, but I'm pretty sure everyone in the entire planet says it a little bit wrong, so that's just going to be how it's gonna go. My apologies, though. Hopefully I'm not so far off that Simone will be mad at me. Oshiro and Charity trying to get back into this second game and match. A little impatient there from Charity. Goes to attack that ball with that two-handed backhand. It's a little low. Doesn't get it up and over that net. He might be feeling a little pressed to make something happen here, as they are trailing here in game 2. Jardim with that serve long. Coop takes over, second server. Good eye there. Coop was locked and loaded with that two-handed backhand, but good recognition that that ball was going long. Gets the rollover. Big power put away there from Jardim. She gets that pop up. Two 8-2. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone, for joining and watching today here on Championship Court number 2. We'll be streaming for just about another hour before we consolidate to Championship Court number 1 and head on over to ESPN Plus. Ball goes just wide as Charity and Oshiro struggling just a little bit here on executing the game plan that I think they wanted to play. Oshiro, I think, happy to not be the tallest player in pickleball right now. She ducks under that high ball from Simone Jargin. Get there from Charity, and good cover from Oshiro on the ATP from Coop. But Simone in the middle with the cover, and that angle with that two-handed backhand in that transition zone. Just such amazing court awareness from one of, if not the top female pickleball player in the world. Oshiro and Charity. I think know what they would like to do and what they'd like to execute here, but it can be a lot to handle with Coop and Jargin on the other side of the net from them. They certainly know and have seen both of these women play a lot. Know they're two of the top female players in the world. That can be a little extra pressure, knowing you essentially have to play a pretty perfect game if you want to be able to match them. Charity and Oshiro have had some unbelievable rallies. You definitely see the raw talent and ability there. And Jargin mixes it up a little bit with a loft serve followed by a lob, but it goes just a little long. And a second match point here. Nice forehand volley there from Andrea Coop. We'll send them on to their next matchup, while Bobby Oshiro and Megan Charity will head to the consolation bracket and try to battle their way through. We'll take a short break here on Championship Court number 2. I will head on court for a brief chat with Miss Jargin and Miss Coop before they head on into their next matchup. And then we'll be back here on Championship Court 2 with a next matchup coming up. Don't go anywhere. More pickleball when we return.
Welcome to Boca Raton, Florida, home of the APP Masters. It's here we finish the 2021 APP Tour season and where we start the 2022 USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Don't miss a minute of the action as we bring you amazing matches featuring the best players in the world. The APP Masters is brought to you by Original Penguin by Munsingware, Head Pickleball, Rockin' Protein, Palm Beach County Sports Commission, OS First, Papaco Sports, Paddle Tech, Consumer Cellular, and Franklin Pickleball.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
New People Pickleball.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Welcome back, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin here with Simone Jargine and Andrea Coop, who's finishing her overgrip. So we'll talk to Simone first. That was your first matchup of the day. Came out nice and strong the whole time. If people aren't saying it, I'm going to start it. Your fans, of course, heard devastating news that you are retiring at the end of this year.
Yep.
Is that a soft retirement? Does it kind of see how this goes? Obviously, you had some time to rest at the end of last year, coming out strong here. The people are going to want to know.
So if any Scorpios are out there, they will understand. Once my mind is made up, there is no changing it. So I'm ready. I've been a working mom for many years, and just leaving this morning was pretty tough. My little ones spend the night with me in bed. I've been home for 3 months, so they are not used to me traveling again. So I'm gonna try to play as much as I can and my body allows, and that I want to really. I want to come out because I want to play, and then have some fun. This is my first time playing with Andrea, and it should be a fun year.
Excellent. Well, everyone's very excited to see you. Strong start again, and as you mentioned, first time playing together. Not a bad partner to scoop up, I have to say. What was the strategy with you guys talking coming into today, how you guys wanted to play today?
She makes me look really good on the right.
That was it. You're just like, Simone, make me look good.
Pretty much. That's it.
All right. Well on your way to doing so. So congrats, ladies, as you move on. Good luck as you continue. We'll hopefully see you again on Championship Court. So thank you so much, Simone Jargine, Andrea Coop. They're headed on. We'll have our next pro matchup when we come next. Looks like we're going to have a men's pro doubles consolation bracket match. Don't go anywhere, guys. Congrats, ladies. We'll see you soon.
The PT Pro team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort-style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at CoulterPickleball.com.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
New People Pickleball.
For over 40 years, Papico Sports Surfaces has been providing expert service and supplies for any court surface, from resurfacing to building from the ground up.
The growth of pickleball is doubling every year.
Court equipment for private residences, court seating, and court maintenance from tennis, basketball, tracks, and now pickleball.
We're actually doing indoor, private, public facilities. There's really no limit to what people are converting now.
Official court surface of the APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open. PapicoSportsSurfaces.com.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Court number 2. We have a consolation bracket match coming up right now in our men's pro doubles division. We have Christian Keenum and William Sobek on the near end. Sobek in the red, Keenum in the black. Taking on Ryler DeHart and Joey Farias on the far end. DeHart in the red, Farias in the blue. Ryler DeHart, a former professional tennis player who also played at the University of Illinois. Married to Megan Fudge, who we got to see yesterday a little bit in singles. Always very exciting to be able to see former tennis players, professional and collegiate, coming into pickleball. And he is a lefty as well. William Sobek in red on the near end, 17 years old. Him and his father, Rusty, have the Sobek Academy here in Florida. Rusty just graduating into the senior pro division. Again, this is 1 match to 15. Our players will switch ends at 8. Mike Baumgardner is our USA Pickleball certified referee for this match. That serve clips the net but drops short. I believe this will be the final match of the day for Championship Court number 2, as we are switching over to ESPN Plus around 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Championship Court number 1. We'll keep you guys posted if we have more matches coming up next, but we are winding down our day here on Championship Court number 2. Sobek getting a lot of topspin with that backhand. And good hands from Keenum there. Forces that error from Farias wide. Oh, Farias. Really nice poach, but that ball goes long, unfortunately. And I did just get word from the production team that I guess we are not going to ESPN Plus till 5 p.m. Eastern now, so we will most likely have another match or two here on Championship Court number 2 before we shut it down. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Farias doing a really good job kind of coming around that cross-court dink, taking it with his forehand and opening up a lot more options for himself, including that speed up that you just saw right there at Sobek's right hip. DeHart and Farias up 2-0-2 now. They are the number 9 seeded team here today in men's pro singles, while Sobek and Keenum are the number 17 seed. Farias goes for that speed up flick, a little low though, and a little too flat, puts it in the net. I remember seeing William Sobek and his father Rusty playing together a few years ago at the U.S. Open. They have been playing together for a few years now. They were what people in the pickleball lovingly term bangers. Not a lot of soft games, so it's been really cool to see both of their games evolve and progress as they